to make the prince like him. The woman found a wizard. The wizard asks Anna to help him collect some of the oil. So the savage brothers came to the graveyard at night. I don't care. Pull open the tomb. All this was seen by the little beauty behind the tree. To see what they were doing, Mei cast her magic spell into toadescence. I want to check it out. Just then a toad appeared. Fell in love with Mei at first sight. Amy turned tail and ran. Finally ran back to the palace, and dodged a bullet. On the other side, the witch blew a breath of fairy air on the corpse oil inside the bottle. Then he told the savage brothers how to use it. Anna gets the bottle. As soon as it was opened, everyone covered their noses with smoke. Anna sniffed it too. I almost sent myself away. For the one you like. Anna could only gasp. Anna swallowed the magic medicine in her mouth, and find the prince. He only spoke a few words to the prince at his side. The two spent the night together. In the middle of the night, the prince had recovered his strength. Look at the side of Anna scared to run. The next day Anna lured him to her room again. While the prince slept, Anna took out the bottle, took a puff as hard as he could, and blow it in the prince's face. So the prince and Anna spent all day together. To get the prince once and for all, Anna ordered her men to kill Ami's men. Night men found the beauty of a few people. Just as they were about to do it, a group of big snakes appeared. To save the little beauty several people down. It was Mi's mother with her servants. The second day, Amy wants to go after Anna. Anna threw the water directly at Mei, and tell Mei they are monsters. That's how Amy got caught. The prince wants to get rid of her. The three monsters came to save the snake woman. Run straight at the enemy. The prince paid them no attention. The prince cast his spell. Throw the three monsters out of the sky. Mei asked the prince what's wrong with you. Just then Anna shouted for the prince to burn her. The prince handed Mei over to his men. Then he came to the fire and prepared to burn Amy. This time small beauteous mother with hands into a big snake rushed to the sky. Little American's father also cast spells. Suddenly the sky changed. The 5 serpents began to rain. Ami's father is also raining. The fire was soon put out. I saw some help for Amy. The prince had to put her in prison. After the baptism of heavy rain, sorcery controlling the prince reduced. Anna quickly spat out a mouthful of witch water, and captured the prince. Instantly the prince was controlled again. To get the prince once and for all, Anna found the witch to cast spells on her, and took the witch back to the palace. Let her take care of Amy. When the witch was about to disfigure Beauty, the sulfuric acid was found missing. The original sulfuric acid was stolen by Dajuan or dumped. To find new sulfuric acid, the witch took Anna to the mountains. Anna lost her footing, right on top of the acid. His face was burned to nothing. In order to survive, the witch made the antidote and poured it on Anna's face. To my surprise, Anna's face was on fire. The witch lost her life. When Yu Yingxing had nothing to love, small beautiful appear. Anna thinks Amy is trying to kill her. She jumped out of the window. The prince wanted to chase after him, directly tied up her little mesh hair. Mei took the prince back into the house, and cast spells. The sorcery of the prince was lifted. Anna fled to her own country. To see your daughter killed like this, the king and his men took the prince alive. In order to save the prince, Mei agrees to save Anna, and so with Ami's help, Anna is back to normal. But the woman was still ungrateful. She grabbed Mei. He gave his men 9,999 whips, and took Ami's ring. Then he told his men to throw Mei into the river. By accident, Mei fell near the snake palace. So I was reunited with my mother. Mei tells her mother she has unfinished business. Want to come back to Earth. To bring Amy back to Earth, the Snake King turned his men into serpents to entangle the eagle. Mei took the opportunity to return to Earth. To get her up safely, the father conjured up a boat with little Beauty. Anna was not so lucky. She wants to control the ring. Unexpectedly, the ring turned into a snake, straight at Anna. He blew a puff of white smoke at Anna, and turned it back into a ring, and put it back on Ami's hand. All of Anna's hair turned white as a result. This woman didn't just take Snake Girl's ring, he threw the snake lady into the river. Come to roost. By the big snake in the ring turned into white hair. To get back at the princess, the snake woman turns into an old woman, put the hair dye on Anna's head. When Anna looked in the mirror happily, Anna's hair was all snake-like. Snake Girl was put in jail for it. On the other side of the prince to save the snake woman. Casting the spell library is to blow the city gate open with one knife, taking advantage of the chaos. The prince came to the prison and rescued the snake woman. Just then the Eagle brothers appeared. The eagle told the prince to hand over the snake girl. The prince raised his weapon with a single blade. The eagle suffered internal injuries. I see this kid's got an artifact. Become an eagle and run straight away. No sooner had the eagle escaped than the princess reappeared. The princess did not say a word to take out a weapon to attack the snake woman. The prince catches the princess. Accidentally cut yourself with a weapon. When the princess tried to attack the snake woman again, the princess was in great pain. The snake on her head was angry. A bunch of little snakes bit the princess on the head, and so the princess went. The servant picked up the weapon on the ground to avenge the princess. The little snake takes a bite. The servant also went away. The eagle on the other side thought it was safe. The king snake appeared with his men. King Snake didn't say a word. In the heat of the moment, the gods sensed their fight. The gods descended from heaven. Let both sides give oneself a face after good brothers. They had to say yes because of authority. God should also resolve the two demon enmity. Out of the dungeon, he came to earth in human form, to be reunited with Mi's mother, and the prince and Emir are also happy.